Hello everyone, so this is just a quick sort of video just to go over what I use to make hammocks and how I make the hammocks. I'm not going to exactly show you how to do a hammock. I mean, I need a tripod for that and I do not have a tripod. So you'll have to just deal with this. So I got these fat quarters from Aldi's. I believe it was $3.99 for 5, I think, fat quarters, and these are 100% cotton, and they are like a huge quarter, and it's enough for about either 4 hammocks or 2 hammocks and a tube hammock. So that's what I got, and I got loads of different styles of them. Winnie the Pooh. I've already opened this because I've used one of these to make a Winnie the Pooh hammock. Paddington Bear. These ones are more expensive. They were £1 extra because I guess they're a named brand. And then Peter Rabbit. I've made a Peter Rabbit what's it called, tube hammock and 2 hammocks, which are currently in the cage right now. You'll be able to see that in the cage tour. They came from here. As you can see, they're not exactly like all Peter Rabbit. Like the ones I used were they just had rabbits on them. Yeah, they have rabbits on them. And then there is this lot. This is all from Aldi's. You can also get, if I pull this out, these. I had these from the range. It's not exactly a fat quarter. They're not as big as although I don't know, they're not as big. They're not as wide as the Aldi ones. And I think they were the same price, and you got 5, and they were quite small, different materials. They're not exactly cotton. I think these are polyester. But yeah, you got different styles of them. That just looks like a flannel, but it works. And then you can also get these. I got these from eBay, and they're just a square. It's just a polyester square that I intend to use for just one hammock. If I just want to make one hammock in a sort of style, so I'd make a double decker out of this, and I'd have that on top and that on bottom. And it works. And then the fleeces I make, I can only get certain colours of fleeces. So we have this one, which is the blue. We have my polka dot grey fleece. And then we have the grey and brown versions and the black versions of this, which you will see in the cage. What I do with the fleeces is that I wait until they tatter them up in the cage, like this one, it's just got holes in it. And then I will then use it to make the hammocks. So I'd have one side, fabric, and then this side would be the fleece, and I just sew it together. And apparently the best way for you to make a hammock, even if it's hand sewn or whatever, the 2 good sides need to be facing each other. So it'd be that way, and then that on top. Good side facing each other. You'd sew these together, leave a little gap, and then you would pull it inside out, or right side out. And then you just sew the little hole up. And then you'd have a hammock, which would be like this, with both facing outwards. That's the quickest tutorial I can give you on how to make a hammock, sorry. So yeah, anyway, that's my fleeces and fabrics. And then my sewing machine is this. It was, I think, $69.99. I wanted a sewing machine that wasn't expensive, but I wanted it to be good. So I found this. This is the sewing machine. So Crafty sewing machine from Aldi's. It's good so far. I haven't tried any other sewing, stitching. I haven't tried any of the other stitches. Just the normal straight stitch, because you can use the reverse stitch for it. And that's how I use my hammocks. I reverse stitch, and I also tie off the ends, just in case. But yet, the girls still manage to rip holes in them. So yeah, that's basically my entire sewing collection. I've also got a sewing box down here that was gifted to me by my grandmother. So yeah, I have quite a lot of stuff in here that I'm never going to use. But so far, it's coming good. I've only used this thread, this colour thread, and it's lasted me so far with all my hammocks, and I still have lots of it left. So I intend on just using this thread until it runs out. Then I'll use a different one. And these are just a few of the hammocks that I have made. Also, just to note, the polyester hammocks are the ones that they tend to rip up the most. As you can see, we have a rip here. We have some rips underneath. I think it's because it's more silky feeling, and I don't know, I guess they just don't like the silk feeling. But yeah, these are the ones that I have made with the polyester. As you can see, there's my there's my stitching technique in regards to stitching over the hole. It's not the best, but it works for these. And that's the polka dot. That's the polka dot. And these are the cotton ones. As you can see, this is Winnie the Pooh. They don't really rip these up as much. I mean, I guess they ripped up this because it's just a pocket hammock. And I guess they prefer having 2 holes instead of 1. So yeah, that's their pocket hammock. It's just a small little one. And this is the fabric. As you can see, it was enough to last 1 big hammock and a pocket hammock. And these aren't really ripped up. And then this one, which was the first ever tube hammock that I made for these girls, yeah, it's turned out really well. They haven't really bitten in it. If I feel for holes, nope, I have no holes in it, apart from the holes that I have made just for putting it up. So yeah, as you can see, cotton is probably a lot better to use. So like a cotton fabric and then the fleece inside, because it's nicer for them to lie on. I wouldn't suggest making an entire cotton based hammock. Like, I don't think it'd be nice for them. If you feel it's not exactly nice on this, I don't know, it's not nice for them to sleep on. Same with the polyester one. I mean, it's silky, but it wouldn't keep them warm at night. So always have a fleece insert inside. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about my hammock making. I don't think I would ever make hammocks to sell. I mean, it's nice and all, but then when you think about how much time it takes you to make a hammock, and then how much you think that deserves, and then how much it should actually cost, it turns out it's not really enough. I guess it's one way to put it. So I don't really intend to make hammocks to sell, because I would expect a bit too much money for the time I've put in. As I say, these hammocks took me about 2 hours, and well, I'd probably sell them for about £20 for the set. And I mean, I don't think it'd be worth £20. So that's why I don't sell my hammocks. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.